We're going to head back to the voicemail of Truth and Reason. This one, a NFL draft-related question.
Hi, Dave. I need your opinion. What do you think of George Pickens, wide receiver, Georgia State, and Christian Watson, North Dakota State? Thank you.
And again, we appreciate all the voicemails. And Tim, your thoughts on those two? Those are guys that, in theory, would be available second, third round, maybe even. Remember, the Browns do have, in addition to the second, they have 2 thirds. They have the compensatory pick from the guy signing as the general manager at Delphi, Mensa, signing with the Vikings as their GM. There you see the numbers that are available. But to the question, what do you think about Pickens and Watson?
I would kind of give the edge to Pickens there, partially, for a couple of reasons. Number one, he's only 21 years old. He just turned 21 at the beginning of March. Christian Watson's a guy who was going to be 23 years old before his first training camp. Birthday is May of 1999, so that's already 2 years older. Pickens has played in the SEC. He's had some injury issues, including missing most of the 2021 season with a torn ACL, but he came back towards the end, had some nice plays in the playoffs for Georgia. And, when he was healthy, he was pretty productive. And he's got a very interesting frame as well, 6'3", 200 pounds. Again, productive, maybe a little inconsistent, but still a young guy. And as we know from Andrew Berry, he loves going with younger players. That's kind of where he's been throughout his brief drafting tenure with the Browns, is he's leaned more towards the younger players. So I think if they stayed at 44, Pickens would be a very interesting bet because, even just frame-wise, not necessarily a guy the Browns have. Maybe there's some similarities between him and Donovan Peoples-Jones, I guess, because of frame. But I think Pickens is a little more developed than Peoples-Jones. And Pickens' production, I think there's some questions about, after 2019, but Georgia had some serious quarterback questions. I mean, it took them a while. It took them a while to really find a guy and kind of stick with one. And it wasn't until the playoff that really Stetson Bennett showed how good he is. So Pickens has had some quarterback problems. Not going to happen if he's a Brown because of Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, and I get where the question is going, and I like the thought process behind it. Browns do need to add to that wide receiver room.